This is a News 3 Now special report.
Good morning and thank you for joining this News 3 Now coronavirus special report. I'm Christina Laurie. Wisconsin legislators are getting ready for a rare special session today. This comes as Governor Tony Evers is pushing for even more time to vote in Wisconsin's primary. The governor told legislators to take up legislation that would move to an all mail-in election and change deadlines for receiving ballots by more than a month to May 26th. In a joint statement from Speaker Robin Vos and Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald, they say, quote, "In a crisis, people look for certainty. In elections during uncertain times, it's important that no one questions the process. If the governor had legitimate concerns, we could have come to a bipartisan solution weeks ago." This weekend, Wisconsinites can visit the state's new website called Resilient Wisconsin. It's full of resources and tips for people dealing with the stresses of the coronavirus. To check it out, head to dhs.wisconsin.gov/resilient. Wisconsin has reached a new milestone this weekend. We now have more than 2,000 confirmed cases of COVID-19 here in our state. DHS reported 6 more deaths in the past 24 hours of men and women in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. 44 people have now died in Wisconsin. Both Rusk and Barron counties reported their first cases. With the growing number of cases in Wisconsin and Dane County, we spoke with a UW Health doctor. We asked when someone is admitted to the hospital with a confirmed case of the virus, how long does that patient typically stay?
There's a study in the Lancet that looks at a number of places where people have been admitted, and the range is from 7 to 14 days, with an average somewhere between 8 and 11 is probably the most common length of stay. So once you require hospitalization, it's usually not a quick turnaround.
Dr. Potoff says when someone is put on a ventilator, they tend to stay on one for 10 to 14 days. We're also learning that the virus can be spread by more than just sneezing and coughing. A scientific panel is telling the White House research shows the virus can be spread by talking and possibly even breathing. Some doctors on that panel say they will start wearing a mask whenever they leave home, like at the grocery store. They even said wearing a bandana instead of a mask would help. In fact, the CDC is now recommending all Americans wear fabric face coverings in public. The latest numbers this morning show there have been nearly 300,000 confirmed cases of the virus in America. Right now, this is just a voluntary recommendation meant to help flatten the curve. President Donald Trump says he won't follow this guideline.
Please leave the N95 mask, the medical supplies for the medical professionals, healthcare workers, and frontline workers. Know that this is not a substitute for social distancing.
I won't be doing it personally. It's a recommendation.
The administration also announced that hospitals will be reimbursed at Medicare rates for providing care for uninsured Americans infected with the virus. Also this weekend, the $350 billion Paycheck Protection Program has officially kicked in to help small business owners and their employees weather the fallout from this pandemic. More local news now. Hy-Vee is announcing additional changes to its operations to help protect everyone. This weekend, stores will install additional temporary window panels on the backside of checkouts to help provide an additional layer of protection for both cashiers and customers. Starting today, Hy-Vee is also placing new one-way directional signage in its aisles. Meanwhile, Trader Joe's on Monroe Street is temporarily closed for cleaning after a crew member there tested positive for the virus. According to a Facebook post from Monroe Street, Madison, the store is being thoroughly cleaned and restocked. The post said they hope to reopen by tomorrow. Target is also adding new measures to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Starting today, the Minneapolis-based retailer will limit the number of people in stores and promote social distancing. Target's occupancy limits will vary based on the size of the stores. Staff in all stores and distribution centers will also start getting disposable face masks and gloves at the beginning of every shift. During the Safer at Home order, thousands of people still rely on Madison Metro to get their essential jobs or go to pick up essentials like groceries. If you hop on a bus this weekend, you'll notice there are some new protocols to keep drivers and riders safe. These buses under city guidance are also helping people support small businesses. You no longer have to pay to park on the street in downtown Madison, and there are also new designated loading zones so restaurants can more easily provide limited contact takeout. We want to end with a do something good story for you this morning. There's a movement on Facebook and Twitch TV for people to tune in and jump around with others while staying safe at home.
I rarely get a chance to do this outside and turn the volume to 10, so we're going to let that fly tomorrow.
That was local wedding DJ Chris Truitt, who's going to help pick up the spirits of his neighborhood later this afternoon. He'll be playing Jump Around from his driveway with proper social distancing, of course, on Harvest Lane in Token Creek. Truitt says everyone in the event business is hurting right now, and this is something positive DJs can do for others. Here's what he told us yesterday.
We really need to find some fun stuff to do, some positive stuff to do. We need to be able to get outside. We need to be able to jump around. This constant doom and gloom is just going to kill us. So tomorrow, let's have some fun.
The music will start at 2:30, and Truitt will take requests from people along with playing Badger fan favorites like Jump Around, Sweet Caroline, and Varsity. You can watch on facebook.com/youhadmeatido. Thank you for joining us for the special report. We'll have more on our evening shows and always up on our website, channel3000.com. Have a safe Saturday, everyone.